Good day to you all. Welcome to my playthrough of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Okay. Now, you may be wondering why a channel named Animator King is playing through a game. Simple answer is, I'm just not set up yet to do all the other content I want to create, so for the time being, I'll just be doing video game playthroughs and that sort of thing. Next question being, why start with The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? Very simple as well. It was the first game I ever owned back when I was like 5 or 6. I took it with me everywhere, kind of like a toy, honestly. Didn't really grasp the concept of games, but yeah, as I grew up alongside it, I played the absolute living hell out of it, and yeah, just played it until it honestly died, and it gave me inspiration for like games and wanting to be a concept artist and wanting to be an animator in general. It really sparked something in me essentially as I was growing up, just that urge of like wanting to get into the fantasy games, the fantasy films, all that kind of stuff. So it's really deep rooted in a lot of my motivations and inspirations, so I figured no better place to start. That being said, let's press start and get into it so we can get up to this point in the story ourselves instead of seeing it in a cutscene. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, that menu music. I love it. Okay. What to... I know. Lamp. Yeah. I do like to give them silly names. Makes it a bit more interesting. So, join me on the journey of Lamp, hero of Hyrule. He's going to shine a light on the darkness that Ganon brings. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. And he is desperate for a blanket, that is for sure. He's not as spooky as I once remembered, honestly. But this is still great. Still good to go through it. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. That's right, I've deprived him of one. It was my choice. It is the youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now! Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. His Shakespearean performance doth motivate you to fly further. I have. It's been a bit of a nostalgic week. We're at the end of the year, and I've been doing my usual watching of Star Trek Generations, and yeah, it definitely reminds me of Sir Patrick. His name is blanking on me now, but he plays Picard in Star Trek Generations, and yeah, just some of his performances are very like you can tell that he's got that that classical acting experience. Woo. First encounter. Hello, Lamp. Wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Lamp, get up. Or like Lamp, turn on. Come on. Can Hyrule Destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Excuse me. I only just got to sleep as you're coming in, breaking into my little hut. You finally woke up. I'm Navy the fairy. Navy? It's probably Navi, like navigation. Yeah. The great Deku Tree has asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet ya. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going. Right now. Come on. Get. And go back to sleep. Hyrule can sort itself out. Actually, looking at this, it's, yeah, very similar to yeah, bloody hell. Yeah, like PS1, Nintendo 64, yeah, they had, like, just that standard picture, which they then put the, hitboxes over, and it's astounding. These days, you'd have to set up the models and everything. Which I learnt the hard way when I went and did my learning. I went, did, like, learning for making models and animation and stuff, so I can do it in games and film. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you. It's sounding a bit like Owen Wilson. Wow! Finally, a fairy came to you, Lamp. Wow! That's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Lamp. Is that right? The gate. Oh wow, that is not staying as Owen Wilson. Is that right? The Deku Tree has summoned you. It's quite an honor to talk to the great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the great Deku Tree. And that is a clear indication of why I decided to become an animator and not a voice actor. As fun as it is to do voices, I just can't keep them consistent. Gonna work on getting some of these rupees that we need for the shield. And as per tradition of every player, we will ignore Navi. Okay, come up here. And do this. Oh yeah, nice. Now, because back in the day, so I only started with the Nintendo 64. That was, tell a lie. I would have played like some PC games on like the Windows 98 and whatnot, but pretty much my entry into consoles was the 64. Going to friends' places, playing like Majora's Mask, Aqua Racer. I think it was called Aqua Racer, Pilot Wings, Ocarina of Time, stuff like that. And yeah, like I had the benefit of just going into the world of 3D, but for a lot of people, they had to make that transition from 2D to 3D. So when I was like reading magazines and stuff, like when I could read, like reading back on experiences of Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, there would be mixed reviews because it's like people having a hard time with, you know, being able to see everything in 3D and yeah, just getting used to it in general, but still overall pretty much liking it. And yeah, and with them liking it, just went kind of down, then up, then down again as people fell in love with it, and then other people would have just started seeing it in a more critical sort of frame. which it's not bad. It's always good to look at things critically, be able to figure out how to make it better. But yeah, overall, still not bad for like what it is of its time. At least so far. So let's just do a bit more rupee collecting, get the shield, and we'll end the first episode with getting the shield. Were you always there? What do you have? Took some rupees and went shopping. Oh, okay. So you're just the rupee guide. Cool. Cool. Wonderful. And jump over here. Yeah, and we're just these people that have stood by us, that were our friends, essentially family. Just gonna take all their money real quick. You know, as you do, like you go over to families for holidays, you get your money, you get your food, and you bounce. I mean, who doesn't do that? Okay, let's get this shield. We may even have time to go talk to Mido. And bye. Now, for those who don't know what we are doing, we do want to get the Deku Shield and Sword because we can't talk to the Deku Tree without it. So yeah, I'll quickly equip that. And let's go. Look, check out my stuff. Check out my gear, bruv. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should...
If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield? And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, who'll never accept you as one of us. Shoot! How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh?
I'll show this up your ass and show you why. Anyway, onwards and upwards. There we go. Get the Deku sticks. It is a stick. That away. And let's go see classically trained Deku Tree. Me. Oh, Navy, thou hast returned. Lamp, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares, especially since we took your blanket privileges. As these servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. The bunch of snowflakes, I tell you. Verily, thou hast felt it. Lamp, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed, and I need you to break the curse. With your wisdom and courage, if you catch my drift, break it. Do it. Doubt'st thou have courage enough to undertake this task? As much as I want to say no, I've done this in the past, and it's just soft locks the game. It's like, oh, you don't want to do it? Okay, well, enjoy your fairy and your sword and shield, I guess. Just go back to your hut. But yes, we will do this to continue the campaign. Then enter, brave Lamp, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Lamp. And Lamp, when Navi speaks, use to listen well to her words of wisdom. Wonderful. With that, we will leave it there. thank you very much for watching this first video. I am going to bulk record these, so there will be more coming out within the coming weeks. But until then, feel free to subscribe so you can see how this channel turns out if you have stumbled across it. If you are curious to see other people, get other people in on seeing how this channel develops, give us a share. But until then, I want all of you guys to have a good day, drink some water, and have fun. Bye.